Hey guys, in this video I want to share with you all the reasons why you should seriously consider starting a YouTube photography channel. First off, congratulations to everyone who made it through part 1 to qualify for this, the second of a 3-part video series. I was not able to dissuade you from the path of the YouTube in spite of all my best efforts, and your fortitude is to be commended. But for those of you who skipped that lesson, pause the video now and go back and watch part 1. It really is a prerequisite for everything I want to tell you in this episode. So I'll assume you all have now been educated on why having a YouTube channel can potentially really suck, but I have some good news for you, and that is that I now have 6 compelling reasons why starting a YouTube channel can actually maybe be a good idea. And these reasons in my mind do outweigh the reasons to not start one. And in my mind, the first and most compelling reason why you should start a photography YouTube channel is that it will help you improve. No matter where you are in your photography or videography skills, getting feedback from hundreds, if not thousands of people about your work can be extremely powerful. You can learn new things very fast, and not just new things about how to improve your art and your photography, but also new technology, gear, current events happening in the market and in the community, etc. There's some very smart people out there, and although often their criticism isn't super fun to hear, if you're humble and you're willing to listen and improve, I'm really convinced that this is one of the best ways to move forward and to learn new things. As our channel has grown and as we focused on niche topics, it's brought extremely smart people to our channel's comment sections, and these smart people have taught us many new things. As sometimes gear reviewers, it's very difficult to track down every piece of learning about a specific device or lens you want to talk about, but by being vulnerable with the knowledge you do have, and by being willing to share that knowledge, others will teach you things that you didn't know. And if in return you share that knowledge back with the community again, everyone can grow together. It can be super exciting to be near the center of that information sharing. But while knowledge is exciting, for me the skills of artistry are much more compelling. And that's the primary reason why Danae and I started our own YouTube channel. We had this idea that by publishing our photo walks on this platform we could improve, and we were not disappointed. Knowing that we actually had to produce photos that people would see in the course of an episode, it injected an urgency and an energy to produce photos that didn't completely suck like nothing else could. This sort of pressure brought out a whole new level of creativity in us. It's also helped so much to see which of our photos have resonated most within our community and why. We've come so far in just 2 years by being vulnerable. And that leads us to reason number 2 why you should consider basking in the YouTube-ness. It can motivate you to get out there and have experiences, regardless of what you choose to focus on, whether that be new gear, reviews, taking an audience on an actual photo adventure, some sort of talking head philosophy channel, photography news, or some combination of all of those. To be able to do that effectively and with any degree of legitimacy, you're going to have to get out and actually create work. Knowing that you have a subscribership who are interested, maybe even anxious for each new upload, can be a huge motivator to get out there and to create content. It keeps you thinking and being creative. And trying new gear can force you to explore and to stretch yourself and find new and interesting things to point your camera at. It can lead to a much more diverse portfolio, or at minimum, create motivation to go shooting when you might not otherwise have done so. And that relates to the third reason why you should absolutely, without question, start a YouTube photography video series if you want to. And that is that it will help you grow your talents in other areas. As we discussed in our last video, starting a YouTube channel is a lot of work, and to do it right, it requires more than just video editing skills. There are a host of other assets, peripherals, and skills that you may need to develop if you want it all to work well together. You may want to utilize some motion graphics in your videos to spice things up. You start to develop your music ear a bit because you want to bring music into the experience of your videos. Well, a lot of us do. Additionally, you'll probably want to create an external website to go along with your channel, and that means some web development skills. And of course, you're going to need to design some thumbnails, some hero banners, and that means graphic design skills. And as you grow, you'll start to form business relationships with others where partnering up makes sense, and that can be really helpful with your networking skills. So while all this relates to what we said in our last video, that running a successful YouTube channel takes a lot of time, developing all these skills can be extremely rewarding, and all are really nice skills to have. But let's not forget the important skill of public speaking. As you put together your thoughts and try to articulate them in the way that will appeal to a large number of viewers, that practice and the near instant and absolute honest feedback you will get will help you improve. You will become more articulate, more persuasive, and if you do it long enough, maybe even more confident, which relates nicely to the fourth reason why you should become a YouTube influencer, and that is that it can open up opportunities. Once you start growing a subscribership and you start to have influence, other individuals and companies will start to open up their doors doors to you. It may be that you make loose partnerships with brands who are willing to let you review their gear. As we mentioned above, this can really inject new creativity into your photography and opportunities to create content for your channel that you may not have had otherwise. So it can be a great win all around. Additionally, having a channel can help you be noticed by folks looking for your talents. It might lead to gigs or being hired to help others increase their own influence. And that relates to our fifth reason why it couldn't hurt to become a photography vlogger, and that is that it will connect you with a wider group of people that can extend to meaningful relationships. As human beings, we're herd animals. We need other people. No matter how antisocial or introverted we may think we are, emotional connection is vital for a healthy mind. And yes, having a channel indeed can help with that. As we started growing our subscribership, we also started making connections. Eventually, some of these connections led to meeting up and collaborating in real life. We formed lasting friendships that wouldn't have happened if not for the channel. And in other cases, even though these friendships remain on the screen, it was more than just a transactional style relationships you get with a lot of folks in the video comments. There are a lot of people we really care about and we feel a connection to, and we're really grateful for the platform that has allowed us to connect with these folks. In my last video, I stated that people are mean. And while that's true, what I didn't tell you that there are many, many people who are really nice. For every one negative comment you get, you'll see 20 positive and encouraging ones. People can be extremely supporting and encouraging. And just scrolling through the many encouraging comments from others, I always feel grateful to be able to connect with so many people and to receive support and encouragement from so many. Knowing that there are people out there who are grateful for the time, effort, expense, and passion you pour into your videos makes it really worth it. Which brings us to the platform itself and the sixth and final reason why you should consider being a YouTuber, and that is that the platform is growing. Again, in the last video, we talked about what a crowded space that it sometimes feels like the YouTube photo vlogger community is. But on the other hand, the numbers of people watching the YouTube platform every year is staggering. There will always be a crop of new viewers anxious to learn what you can offer. No matter who you are, I feel I can almost guarantee that there are people out there who will appreciate what you have to say. The trick is finding each other, and that only comes with patience and perseverance. There really is no substitute for hard work and consistency in this regard. But that's all I've got for you as far as motivation goes. Hopefully it was enough, and if it was, please stay tuned for part 3, where I'll give you all my best advice on how you can build your own channel of plus 20,000 subscribers, maybe, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. If it's already been uploaded, I'll put a link anywhere you might expect to find a link. But until then, remember, kindness before cameras. We'll talk to you again real soon.